you're getting ready to retire, I hope you set up an account at socialsecurity.gov. That will give you an idea of how much money you are estimated to get at your full retirement age. There's a little toggle and you can switch it around for different years to help you make that decision when to retire. Now, you may have heard, I hope, that you have an earnings limit of how much you can earn if you take Social Security earlier than your full retirement age. I was born in 1960 or thereafter. I was born in 66. Anybody born in 1960 or thereafter, the age for the whole country is going to levelize and it'll be 67. Like it used to be for about 70 years, it used to be 65. Then we have 11 years where it's phasing in, it's slowly going up. That's where you probably are, where you're going up and you're 66 in so many months. Then it'll hit 67 and everybody will be at 67. And yeah, they do want to move it to 70. So forget about that right now. So when you take it earlier than your full retirement age, there's a limit you can make. In 2023, that amount is $21,240. If you don't have our Social Security and Medicare cheat sheet, go to our website, themedicarefamily.com, get the cheat sheet. It'll go immediately to your email. That's a really good, helpful piece of information to see how much you can make every year, depending on the year you're going to draw. Now, it'll talk about the difference between passive and active income. And this is where I need you to get a piece of paper and write this down, because a lot of people, this is the deciding factor, whether they can afford to take retirement now or whether they need to wait. Because they go to socialsecurity.gov and they see, oh, I'm going to get $2,000 a month. They're like, I can't live on that. But I'm also going to work my full-time job. Well, you can't do that if you're under your full retirement age, or they'll reduce your Social Security down to nothing. So you can get your full Social Security, whatever that amount is. It's going to be unique to you and how much you worked and paid in. It's not everybody gets $1,500. You're going to get what you are going to get based on your 35 highest years of earnings. They index that for inflation. Now, you could also work part-time and make $21,240 this year, either as in wages or if you're self-employed. Okay, so you can take your full Social Security, whatever that amount is, plus up to $21,000. And this is the kicker: unlimited passive income, unlimited. And if you knew you could do that, then you could be like, hey, I could retire a couple years earlier, work part-time, and live off my investments and live a very solid life in retirement. So what is passive income? Passive income is your pension. So if you have a pension, not a government pension, you have a pension from Nabisco, from Xerox, from Apple, whoever, a private company, you paid in FICA taxes. That's the key. Even if you have a government pension, some of them you did pay in FICA taxes. If you paid FICA, then you can have as much pension money as possible. It does not fall under that $21,000 limit. You can take $100,000 out of your retirement over here. How about your 401k money, your IRA money, money from an inheritance, gambling, capital gains, selling a house? All that is passive income over here. That's unlimited. So you're not limited to that $21,000. That $21,240 earnings limit in 2023, again, it does change depending on what year you're watching this. It goes up. That is for active earned income this year. Active. And they'll say, well, what about alimony? You didn't earn that. That's from years of marriage. What about child support? You didn't earn that. That's from years of raising a child. What about gambling? I love to gamble and I make about $50,000 to $80,000 a year. That's passive income. All these sources of passive income. Passive is when your money is working for you, okay? So you invested it and your stocks are growing, right? You can see that's passive income. I have a book and I'm getting royalties. I want to buy an Airbnb and get some rental money. That's residual income. That is all passive. So a lot of people think they have to live on their Social Security, and that $21,000 is a max, and they think that includes their Social Security. No. So if you're going to make $21,000 in Social Security, you can work part-time and earn another $21,000, and then you can take as much as you want out of these passive sources, unlimited. And that is your retirement. Now, hopefully you have those other passive sources to draw from. If you do not, then the thing that would trip you up is that you're like, well, I'm going to earn a little bit more than the $21,000. I might earn about $41,000. If you exceed that limit, that's where the government comes in and they say, I told you not to do it. You are going to have your Social Security reduced. For every $2 you go over that limit, they will reduce your Social Security by $1. So if you went over 20 grand, they're going to reduce your Social Security by 10 grand, which cuts your Social Security in half. So you're not doing yourself any favors by not following these rules. Again, I have all this in my Social Security and Medicare cheat sheet. It is free. Go get it on my website right now, and it'll help you get ready for retirement. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment if you have a specific question. Always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.